Alright lads, let's talk about porn addiction for a moment. So in today's video I'm going to give you a technique, a weird, funky exercise that's going to help you conquer your porn addiction. I'm sat here right now in my garden in beautiful sunny Lisbon, Portugal. Nena, the cat, is right over there chilling in the sun, and she approves of this message. So first of all, let's talk about what keeps porn addiction going and the strategies that people have used and people continue to use to overcome porn addiction. Any addiction is defined as an activity that's detrimental to other areas of one's life that the person doesn't have control over. And porn really does fit that bill for a lot of men. So online, often what you find is things like the NoFap movement. You find a lot of online communities, especially on Reddit, that come together to try and solve the problem of porn addiction through what I call the go approach. Now there's a difference between the flow approach and the go approach. The go approach is, hey, let's conquer this problem directly, go straight at the problem. If we get a craving for porn, just stick with it, willpower, resist, fight the thing head to head. The problem is with that is the go approach can engender a sense of shame, right? If I say that I have a craving and I can't resist the craving in one particular instance, then it's because I lack willpower, it's because I'm not strong enough, I'm not resilient enough, I'm not something enough, right? That creates a sense of shame, and shame is one of the things that actually props up and maintains and keeps an addictive cycle going. That's not my advice, that's from shame researcher Brené Brown. She mentions in the book The Power of Vulnerability. Shame and addiction are like best friends, they go hand in hand, okay? So the go approach can create this feeling of shame if there's not an element of self-compassion associated with it. If the go approach is face the craving head on, what is the flow approach? The flow approach is to approach yourself with a sense of curiosity, non-judgment and allowing. An exercise that I did recently is called parts journaling. This is a technique that derives from internal family systems therapy, or otherwise abbreviated as IFS therapy. IFS therapy is predicated on the idea that within you there is not just this single personality. What you are is essentially a collection of sub-personalities. There's like maybe 10, 20, God knows how many personalities within you at any given time, with their own motivations, their own goals, their own aims, and their own ways of being in the world. There's a part of you, if you're addicted to porn and you have a porn compulsion, you can't stop watching porn, there's a part of you that is its own personality, right, that wants to watch porn all the time, that wants to be sexually gratified and wants that experience. When you shame that part of you, it doesn't go away. It stays within your system, and sometimes it acts out in other ways, and sometimes it overtakes you with an unstoppable craving or an unstoppable urge. Parts journaling, the exercise that I did the other day, I'll just talk you through exactly how I did it. I sat in a cafe, I opened my journal, and I thought, you know what, let's talk to the part of me that wants to watch porn all the time. Let's not shame him anymore. Let's actually just say, you know what, let's hear you out. So what I actually did was I treated the part of me that wanted to watch porn as an actual person, as a different entity within myself. A lot of people can get scared by this because they think they're going to give themselves multiple personality disorder, and to that I would say, look, there are already multiple personalities within you already. It's happening like right now, whether you're acknowledging it or not. I called him Matt. Matt is, within me, this sex-obsessed teenager. Okay, I think he's around the age of maybe 15, 16, that kind of thing. And he wants to just have sex with every woman, every beautiful woman he sees. And I'll tell you kind of how the conversation went. So I said, hey Matt, how's it going? And Matt said, fuck you never listen to me. I was like, whoa, I didn't anticipate that response. And I was writing it as if it was a movie script. There was me, the self that I identify with, and underneath it there was Matt, and I was giving Matt a voice. And I said, hey Matt, wow, I didn't expect that reaction. Are you upset? And he says, of course I'm upset, you never listen to me. And I was like, okay, I didn't anticipate this. I was sat in a cafe, I did not anticipate this coming up. Okay, this was not something I planned. I just opened the door and this shit came through. So I then said, okay man, I can tell you're angry, what can I do for you? Like, tell me more. And he says, listen, I've got fantasies, I've got fetishes, I love sex, and you're ashamed of me. First of all, I apologized to him. I said, hey Matt, I'm sorry for pushing you away, I'm sorry for being ashamed of you, that's a mistake, I know you're a part of me, and I don't want to be ashamed of you anymore, I want to hear you out, I want to listen. And it's as if he said, fucking hell, thank you, I've been waiting for that for years. It was a really bizarre exercise. okay? I went back and forth with Matt for a while, and eventually I came to a resolution. Although we're not done yet. Matt is still, within me, sex-obsessed teenage Matt is still angry at me. There's loads of baggage that I've not let him process and not let him deal with, okay? So that's basically how you run the exercise, okay? So step one, I guess, would be to get your journal and a pen. Step two would be to think of a name for the purposes of this exercise for the sex-obsessed, porn-craving part of you, okay? And then what you would then do is say, hello, how are you, to that person, okay, to that person within you. And you write it literally like a movie script, okay? Like me, and then Matt, me, and then Matt, as if it was a script for a movie. And you just keep this going. The important part of this is that it releases shame around this part of you. Okay, what we know for sure pretty much is the more you try to repress something and shame it and stuff it away and push it away, the more likely that thing is to emerge from within you, to operate in a sort of maladaptive way, and it's more likely to just stick around for way longer than it should. It's more likely to not be in your control and influence at all. So if you think about yourself in terms of you're the king, and then all these other sub-personalities are just in your court, and you just need to listen to them and manage them and listen to their needs and desires and stuff, and then negotiate with your court, then for psychological well-being and for getting what you want in life, and for emotional resilience and self-reliance, this is essential to view yourself this way. So go ahead and do that exercise, let me know how it goes, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.